Yesterday we worked on how you can write in your notebook, and one way that we can do it, we can write about our thinking by determining the importance of events. So yesterday we went through and we made a list of all the things that had happened, and then we picked out the one thing that we thought was the very most important, and we determined the importance of events. And today you're going to write about your thinking by using a story mountain to track your thinking. Now, I think you've all used story mountains in writing to help plan your story. Well, you can use a story mountain to help you understand what you're reading. We're going to look at this story mountain. This is a fairly simple story mountain, and it's with a story that you're all very familiar with. Down here on this story mountain, they have the character and the setting. It's the three little pigs and the big bad wolf, and they're at the pigs' houses. At the beginning, it says, how does the story begin? The three little pigs decide to build their houses out of straw, sticks, and bricks. What's the problem? The wolf is hungry and he wants to eat the pigs, and he blows the house of straw and he blows down the house of sticks, and those pigs run and hide in the house of bricks. And the way the problem was solved, or the resolution, and also it could be the ending of the book, the wolf can't blow down the house of bricks, it's too strong, the pigs are safe in the house of bricks, and they're very happy. And we can do the same thing with a book that's even more complicated, like Mahawat. So what we would do if we were doing it with Mahawat is we would make our story mountain, and we want to leave lots of room around the outside so we can write. Okay? This is, in the middle I would put the name of the book. And then down here I'd put the characters. So we have Mahawat and Windflower. And their families, you could list them all, but those are the two main characters in that book. And then it's in Yellowstone. Okay? Oops, I forgot a D. Windflower. Okay, so then right over here at the beginning. One of the first problems in the book was Mahawat lost his hand. And that was a hardship he had to overcome, wasn't it? So that was in the beginning. The thing with chapter books is you're going to have a lot more problems, and our mountain can climb. Another way that mountains can look is like this. And this kind of a mountain would look better for a mountain with lots of plots in it. If we were to start one, we maybe would go up like a mountain peak and put our first problem. Mahawat lost his hand. And then he overcame that hardship, and then what happened next? Windflower was captured. So it could look like a range of mountains that go up and down, and each one of these peaks could be a problem. And then, we're not going to go through and list all the problems, but as we're coming down this side, Windflower recognizes her valley, so they're almost home. And today, we would probably have our ending. Okay? So in the middle would be Mahawat, the characters and the setting down here, and these mountain peaks are the problems. Because just like when you're climbing a mountain, you get to a part that's really hard, and then there's kind of a part where there's a little bit of a resolution, and then it goes up high again. Mountains. It's a story mountain. I'm going to give you a chart to put in your book that's a picture of a story mountain, and it has the beginning, the build-up, the problem, the resolution, and the ending. But notice how it has those peaks? Each one of those peaks could be a problem, okay? So one way that we can track our thinking is by making a story mountain. If we're in the very beginning of a book, we may only have a couple of things, and we could keep adding to that mountain as we read the book. Or if you're almost through with your book, you're going to be coming down the other side of the mountain. You're going to almost be finished with it. Well, what we did yesterday when we made that list of events is we made it easy today because some of the things that we might put on our mountain are going to be on the list from yesterday. So what I want you to do is I want you to turn knee to knee with your partner and talk about what you're going to do today when you're reading.
We're going to do the story note. And we're going to write what's happened so far in the book. So far, what's the problem? And what's the next? And then when we write the story, I'm going to write it down. Like we're a monologue, so we're going to start the story and we're going to use the story map and we're going to write the problem. The resolution and explain how the story went. Yeah, there's
Back to me, please. I heard you guys trying to use the really hard words too. I heard resolution, I heard problem, I heard solution. All of those are words that we would be using, right? So we have the beginning, the build-up, the problem, the resolution, or how it was solved, or the solution, and then the ending. In Mohawk, today we're going to be able to fill out the very last part of this, okay? In your book, I also heard someone else say something really smart and say we're all going to be in different places depending on where we are in our own book. So today when you get into your notebook, I would like you to turn your notebook sideways, this way, so that you have plenty of room to make a story mountain. And I'm going to show you. I did it sideways, and I put story mountain, and I put the date right here. And since we want lots of room to write around the outside, my mountain would maybe be little unless you want to try the peaks, and then you'll just start coming up, and every time you have a peak, you would write what one of the problems were. Okay? Jaden?
With how much problems would you just keep on going higher?
Just keep going up, up, up. All right.
What if you cover up the page and there's still more problems?
Your mountain may be a mountain range. There may be more than one mountain. I don't know.
Maybe
It's your mountain.
not.
It's just a way to track, and it's another way to record your thoughts about your book. And it's called the Story Mountain. It's kind of fun.
We did it.
So you ready to try it?
Miss Martin.
Okay, off you go.
Miss Martin. Last year in 4th grade, that was my favorite